Why does Donald Trump support Catholic Church policies even as a non-Catholic introduction? On hearing that Donald Trump supports Catholic Church policies, one may be tempted to conclude that Donald Trump is a Catholic, but that's not certain unless he is seen as a Catholic in the making. Truth does not belong to a particular denomination, and all those who love the truth support it wherever it is preached. The Catholic Church policies and social teachings constitute a compendium of life-saving truth. Is it true that Donald Trump is not a Catholic? In an article by Daniel Silliman published on October 27, 2020 in Christianity Today entitled "Trump Becomes the First President Since Eisenhower to Change Faiths in Office," we read, more than 180,000 people have stopped identifying with the Presbyterian Church USA in the past 4 years, according to official church numbers. Now there's one more, President Donald Trump. Trump told Religion News Service last week in a written interview mediated by spiritual advisor Paula White-Cain that he doesn't consider himself to be Presbyterian. He was confirmed in the church and has called himself Presbyterian numerous times over the years. But no more. "I now consider myself to be a non-denominational Christian," Trump said in the statement. "Melania and I have gotten to visit some amazing churches and meet with great faith leaders from around the world. During the unprecedented COVID-19 outbreak, I tuned into several virtual church services and know that millions of Americans did the same." Changing religious identification is also common in the United States. Social scientists call this switching. Religious switching seems to happen more often when there are a lot of choices like there are in the United States. And it seems to happen more when people take religion very seriously and think it's an important and distinctive part of their personal identity like they do in the US. Why does Donald Trump support Catholic Church policies even as a non-Catholic? The Catholic Church policies, especially her social teachings, are so much concerned with the well-being of humanity such that any human being who understands his or her worth, identity and mission on earth cannot but value those policies. Accordingly, at the heart of the Catholic social teaching is something both simple and noble, an effort to make the actions and words of Jesus real again today to transform and uplift social life for all people in light of the gospel. The key principles of Catholic social teaching that form the bedrock of the Church's policies are, I. Respect for life and dignity of the human person. 2. Call to family, community solidarity, and participation. 3. Rights protection and meeting of responsibilities. 4. Care for the poor and vulnerable. 5. The dignity of work and the rights of workers. 6. Subsidiarity. 7. Care for God's creation. 8. Pursuit of peace. From the EWTN News, it was reported, the President of the United States Catholic Conference of Bishops USCB credited concern for human dignity and the economy as possible reasons why a majority of Catholics voted for the now President-elect Donald Trump. Archbishop Timothy Broglio, who also heads the Archdiocese for the Military Services, USA, on a Thursday segment of EWTN's The World Over with Raymond Arroyo commented on the historic election, in which a majority of Catholics, 56% according to some exit polls, voted for Trump. I would think certainly our preeminent concern for the dignity of the human person is one thing that would have influenced those voters, Broglio told Arroyo. I think also people are uncertain of the economy. I think that would be another factor. I think also in a very real sense, Catholics have seen what the first Trump administration did to support human life. I think maybe that would certainly be a factor that influences as well, Broglio said. Migration is also a key issue for Broglio and the U.S. bishops both at the border itself and issues abroad. A third concern would be trying to reform the migration policy or the law of migration in this country so that migration can be orderly, that it be legal, and that some of the unrest that we've experienced at the border can be resolved, Broglio continued. Do not forget that the Catholic Church policies, especially her social teachings, are so much concerned with the well-being of humanity, such that any human being who understands his or her worth, identity and mission on earth cannot but value those policies. Donald Trump is a human being who understands where he is coming from, where he is heading to, and what God expects him to do when gets there. May God continue to guide his steps in the right direction for the well-being of humanity. Amen. If you learned something from this message, kindly subscribe to this channel. Remember to like and share the message with others. God bless you.